Hey friends, we're so excited to be with you today and just doing Angela's wellness consult, or let me call it by the right name, her lifestyle overview. So we're just doing a simple lifestyle overview, and what I love about this is you just get to set it up and show up, and everything else works out. So we just get out the live guide, bring that with us, whether if you've given it to them before, they might have it there. You can have them pull out theirs from when they bought their kit. You could have passed it to them then, or you could just bring it at this point. And now we're just going to drop into Angela's experience so that you can see exactly what this looks like. And if I want to give any instruction, I'll just slip away and tell you some instruction over at the side, okay? But other than that, we'll just let you observe. Angela, so excited for your life. You're just up-leveling your wellness from where you already were to a whole new level. How's it feel?
Good. I'm really excited, and my husband is on board, and so that's exciting to have that support.
Feels good, huh?
Yep, feels really good.
Maybe amazing when he's having good experiences with his health and wellness too with doTERRA.
He is to the point where he's ready to even go further.
Awesome.
So he's ready to start his cleanse. I don't know exactly what's in the cleanse because we haven't gone over this.
Don't worry.
I'm ready to learn because he's ready. He wants to start together tomorrow. So
awesome.
He's got his supplements out and he's ready to go.
You guys are prepped. That's awesome. Well, this will give us a bunch of clarity. So, like I said, congratulations. You guys have made an awesome choice in up-leveling your healthcare. And one of the things I love about doTERRA is just this idea of self-directed healthcare, right? That we have all these answers outside of us and all these voices, but really your inner voice is going to be your best voice for your health. And the oils are such a powerful way to learn how to use that, right? And this page right here goes over just living a wellness lifestyle and these main principles that the lifestyle, just a healthy lifestyle, is based on. I think this is clear across cultures, across continents. These are the principles that make up a wellness lifestyle. And doTERRA has these products that will support those things, but of course you can see, it's not just taking your supplements that's going to help you eat right. There's lifestyle choices that will go with that, and that's all this bottom part of the arrow. And I love to remember that because, the products help us up-level that, but it's amazing that, they're just here to support us, and we get to make good choices the whole time. And I love how the oils just make me want to make better choices, right? It's like when I eat potato chips, I don't want to make better choices, but when I use my oils, I always do. So this is kind of a cool overview. If you were to rate yourself in each of these areas of the pyramid, what would you give yourself on these?
Well, I would
maybe starting here at eating right, and then we'll go up.
I think I'm about at a 6 on eating. I would give myself, I broke my toe, so at the moment I'm not very good on exercise. But when that's back, I would give myself about a 5. At the last few weeks, I definitely need to improve my sleep a lot. And I feel like for me, resting in itself manages my stress. So I'm going to give myself a 2 at resting right now. And that is an area that I feel like is easier to fix by scheduling. I've been using what's the new one that came out at convention? Was that Magnolia? Yeah, I have that on my bedside table now. So I've been doing that right before bed.
So awesome.
So reducing my toxic load, I don't know. I'm just going to give myself a question mark on that.
Okay.
Because I do things like put lemon in my oil and things like that. And I take my salt baths with Epsom salt and baking soda and some oils. But I think there's other more internal things I can do.
I'd have to tell you, you brought a few products here that you're using regularly in your life, and these products are helping you reduce your toxic load. If you think about using
that's our favorite toothpaste
compared to the other toothpaste.
Okay,
right?
So maybe I'm doing better on that than I think.
I think you are. So I'd give you a little more credit on that.
So I think on my informed self-care with using the oils and doTERRA products to help me with things, I'm giving myself a 9.
Nice.
And I don't know if this counts under self-care. I think it does, but not just health-wise, like On Guard, but just emotional processing, right? Like if I have something where I know today I'm just going to kind of be working through something, I'll do lots of rose oil, right? And just, okay, that's on my heart. Yeah. So I'm really good at that.
Awesome.
And proactive medical care. Tell me more about what that means.
That is more like, again, this part is up in the healthcare quadrant. So it's more like, if I break my leg today, am I going to go get proactive medical care? Or do I need to go have a mammogram done or something like that?
So I'm good at that because I have regular checkups and screenings and dental cleanings and stuff like that.
Nice.
Okay.
Good. So that gives us a baseline. So we know where we're at, and let's go from here. Those are great. You're so strong in so many areas, and you're real and authentic in the areas that you want to strengthen. So this first spread goes into that eating right, and it's going to give you some good ideas about how to up-level what you take in, right?
Okay.
And so
right now, I brought my Lifelong Vitality because I'm taking those. This is probably like the first time in my life, I mean, we've used doTERRA for like 7 years, right? That I've consistently taken them.
Yeah.
I think I've started, I've gotten all excited, I've been on some program where they're like, take a vitamin. Yeah. And I'm doing it, but then it's 2 pills per bottle, twice a day, feels like a lot. So I finally just got my little vitamin organizer out, put them all in, and then in the morning I sit down and I do my vitamins, and then at night or the afternoon I sit down and do it again. For some reason, taking all the lids off and pouring them off, and then I poured too many, just felt hard, which doesn't seem like it should be hard. And then in that vitamin thing, do we talk about these later?
Go ahead, and you start talking about how you're using those. I'm going to grab mine so we can share.
Okay, good. So I have been, I want to talk to you about this one in a second. So at convention, they started, or they announced the Copaiba and the caplets. So I was taking one in the morning and one at night, but now I've just been taking 2 at night because I read about how this can kind of maybe help your body relax a little bit. So I thought it might be better at bedtime. And then when I take these guys in the morning, I take 2 of the Mito Max in the morning for some extra energy and stamina. And maybe I'll take one of these in the afternoon, but I don't usually take these with my nighttime vitamins. And I was just saying how I was taking one of these in the morning and at night, but then I read it can kind of help some systems in your body relax. And so now I just do 2 at bedtime because I thought if that's a benefit, that's when I would like that benefit, just like I'm doing Mitomax in the morning. So during winter, I am taking On Guard caplets. If I even feel like there's a sniffle in the 60-mile radius, I just taking those to be preventive. And I don't know if I brought them, I do also just occasionally pop an On Guard beadlet.
Awesome.
I do my On Guard toothpaste. Sometimes I like On Guard a little bit stronger than is in the toothpaste. It doesn't feel very strong to me.
Yeah.
So I put some in a spray bottle. I tried dropping it on my toothbrush, but it would go everywhere. I wouldn't hit on the toothbrush. So I spray it. And so I just spray it on my toothbrush like this. with On Guard and a little water. And I feel like I'm getting that On Guard, kind of like doing
All
the beadlet,
over.
right? All over, but it's not crazy strong.
That's awesome.
Because I am on guard against germs. My kids call On Guard no germs. And then at night, we all rub this on our feet during cold season, right?
That's awesome. And you're just right to use that On Guard Plus when you're feeling something come on. Some people start getting in the habit of taking that all the time. And it's like, hey, that's a really strong immune support. You don't want that to be your everyday capsule that you're taking in. But you're already rocking on the Lifelong Vitality Pack. This is kind of a little image, so you can visualize having something. This is like $6. I got it on Amazon, super easy. And then you just take that over the table, and it's really easy to get the support that you need. And Angela, I love how you're just telling, hey, I know this, and so I'm placing this strategically. You're already putting so many of the dots together. So
I have never tried or taken the Davidson Terrazyme. I've tried the PB Assist packet once for kids at your house, and everyone loved that and thought this is amazing. And I remember that night Leo wanted to have like 3 of them or something.
Totally.
But I'm new to those.
Okay. So
I don't know exactly what they do.
So this Terrazyme you're going to love.
Okay.
I might, let myself run out of Mito 2 Max or something like that. But Terrazyme, never.
Okay.
It's never going to happen.
Okay.
I never go anywhere without Terrazyme.
So are these two like some of the things that a lot of companies are talking about, how the probiotics are so wonderful?
So the PB Assist is your probiotic. The Terrazyme is really just a whole food enzyme. It's going to help you break down your food. And then look, it says all of this right here. So you don't even have to be a pro, right? But that's going to help you get the nutrients from your food and help your body do what it does best, right?
Okay.
Your body is meant to take in nutrients and then get rid of everything you don't need. But how often does a lot of that just stick around inside our body?
Well, that's actually one of the things that I had talked to Andy about before that I really like with the vitamins is some vitamins that aren't easily absorbable, like an iron pill maybe, you have to take it with vitamin C, or you have to help your body even be able to absorb it. So I liked how with the doTERRA vitamins, they're ready for your body to accept them and take them in.
I can tell when I'm pregnant, I can tell right after I take the vitamins, I can just feel it going into my bloodstream, going into my bones. It's like I physically can tell it, and that is a great indicator of how accessible they are to your body.
And how often do I take the Davidson Terrazyme?
The Davidson Terrazyme, and it really is Terrazyme. There's this whole line of things that help with digestion.
Okay.
And they all call them Davidson as the first word. It's the Davidson line. But Terrazyme, I take 2 with every meal, except like if you have a sensitive stomach, for like I don't do very well with wheat usually, and sometimes dairy, right? Even beef, sometimes hard for me to process. I have type A blood. And so if I eat a big steak, I'm going to take 3.
Okay.
If I just like pig out on a bunch of ice cream, I know I'm going to be bloated in about 5 minutes unless I get some digestion down, some Terrazyme down. So I'll take those. It'll help me process it. It'll help my body work right through that. And then I can add Davidson, the oil, if I'm having any extra pain. This is a really powerful product. And I even take some, it's great on an empty stomach in the morning. Let's say you're cleansing and you just want to get a bunch of extra stuff out. Like if I get home from a trip, I can just take a little bit of that with water in the morning and get rid of a whole bunch of extra that I've just been holding on to.
So this I could just keep in the kitchen cabinet.
I put it right in here. You put it in
your guys. Okay.
Right? And then I've got my Terrazyme and Davidson right there, and I just reach for it. This one is one of people's favorite products in doTERRA.
So I'm excited about PB Assist. I feel like we've tried lots of probiotics. We've tried the kind that you buy that are refrigerated. We've tried, like every thing in the world. And I don't feel like any of them have had any magic
touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I've taken them because I thought I was supposed to.
I know. Well, this PB Assist Plus, I remember the first time I gave it to Abby, she took it and then she came to get me later on. She said, Mom, I need you to come here. And she walks me to the bathroom and shows me the work that she's done on the toilet. And I'm like, Abby, oh my goodness, what's happened, right? This little 5-year-old just like did amazing work. And it was because she had that PB Assist to really work things in her digestion. So it's giving her that healthy intestinal flora and it's strengthening immunity. So tonight's Halloween, guess what I'm giving my kids? PB Assist Plus, because I've got all these sugar bugs going there to break down immunity. I'm going to be proactive with a PB Assist Plus.
And when do you take that? Because I used to take mine on an empty stomach in the morning, but I don't know if that's...
The probiotic is great on an empty stomach in the morning. It's even just away from food a little bit.
Okay.
But the PB Assist Junior, a lot of times when my kids wanted snack after school, they'll have a little apple or something like that, but then they'll do PB Assist. And I think that's a good time to get it in so it's not like mixed in with all this food from a meal.
Okay.
But sometimes we use it as a treat. Kids want dessert. I don't want to feed them a bunch more sugar. We're just going to do a PB Assist Plus. So those are good you can do up to every day. When Leo wants 3, I'm like, I'm not worried about him getting extra or anything like that. And then you've got the kids' vitamins and the IQ Mega. So the IQ Mega is really amazing. Some kids will take it right in a spoon. You can also just stick it in a smoothie and people will never notice it. But that's really great for kids' brain development. Are your kids into the chewables or anything?
They will do the IQ Mega with a little bit of orange juice.
Okay.
And I haven't put it in a smoothie because we usually make green smoothies, and I don't know why. I just
maybe try that.
Like cross that path.
I think you would like that.
And they've tried the chewables. And Jasper's 11, and he's been talking about starting the Lifelong Vitality. Because he's like, Mom, I feel like you guys are taking all these vitamins and I want to get in on it. Like, I feel like you're doing something awesome and I'm missing out. So I said, great.
I think that's a great time. If you just think about their weight, he could probably use half a dose and he'd be awesome. But I recommend that as soon as kids can swallow, let's get them on the Lifelong Vitality.
Great.
My sister, she has all of her kids like 4 and up. They just take Lifelong Vitality.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because, the IQ Mega, she's like, I'm not making smoothies in the morning and I really want them to have that brain food. Well, they're getting it in the Zeo Mega of the Lifelong Vitality. And then here's just some other cool tips. Like you may have noticed how I wash up my produce with my On Guard hand soap.
We started doing that. So I love that. It's right there.
But of course you can just use lemon or soak stuff in the sink with lemon. Have you tried any stuff in your oatmeal? That's so fun.
I haven't tried it in my oatmeal. I had that apple crisp that Ashley made with oatmeal or with On Guard, which I don't know that I would have put On Guard in food.
Yeah.
But it tastes really good. And then I like grapefruit in my water. Mike likes lemon, and Jasper is lime. He cannot even drink water without lime. I tried mixing lime and grapefruit because someone said that was good. And I do like orange. And then at your house, I tried cassia, which I'd never tried. Yeah. I never would have done that. And I liked it.
It's super sweet with the cassia. It just tastes naturally sweet without any sweetener. So all I do is with that, I just make sure I'm using a straw because that cassia has got some fire to it.
And I just had a tiniest bit. But the one that's on here that we like to use is tangerine.
Oh, yeah.
I think I brought that.
You're a natural.
That's a favorite.
I'm so glad you mentioned that. Tangerine is the best one for your organs right now with the citruses. We just got new research. And tangerine is top notch. So keep drinking your tangerine. And then remember, as the months get a little warmer, hey, just warm up some water at night and then drop a peppermint in it or On Guard. Or
I haven't ever tried peppermint in my water. I know a lot of people like that.
So amazing.
The other thing that we like the citruses for
Mm-hmm.
is in the morning, I get up and I put a couple drops in everybody's shower,
Mm-hmm.
and I pick a different one every day. And then we have like a contest, and you see if you can figure out what oil it was. It's just kind of fun. And then I usually take that oil or a different oil. And when my kids are laying in bed in a coma,
Mm-hmm.
I go in and rub their feet, and then I say, good morning. And I'll say, just smell this. And they're, I'm like, just smell it. And I put it right there under their nose. And I just say, let's set an intention to have a great day today, and take a breath of that and just smell that. And you can't help but smell, but feel so happy, right? When you're smelling that. And then I always keep something by my bed just to smell first thing in the morning, and just kind of, oh, that's nice. And then when you get in the shower and you're smelling that lemon or tangerine or peppermint, or in the winter, sometimes it's On Guard or Breathe. I just feel like it makes you so much happier. When I first started doing it, my kids would say, did you put something in my shower? I'm like, yeah, I really like it, Mom. So I thought, great, we can do that.
We're taking this pattern forward. I love that. Look at the ways that you're integrating it into your life and just up-leveling your whole life. Love that your kids recognize that and they're all in. Okay, so on movement and exercise, we know we can up-level that.
So I know you love Slim Sassy Gal. I'm starting to try this.
I like it.
I like it. I'm not addicted to it like you are. I don't know if addicted is the right word.
The only thing that I really like it, and I haven't used it for a little while because I'm doing keto and it has some xylitol in it. Okay. But it's got a really great natural sweetener, not very much of it. But I just like, after a meal, my normal thing, I was having babies and nursing babies for so long, it's just easy for me to eat more than I need, right? So if I pay attention to my portions, then I get what I need. And if I get that gum in right then, I'm not going to just keep eating. And I've just gotten used to keep eating, and it's kind of more of a comfort mechanism than anything. So I like the gum for that.
I've tried the oil. I don't have it with, I didn't bring it. But I've got one in my kitchen, and then I have my.
What are you using? How do you like the oil?
I just like to put it on my tongue personally, because I have my favorites for my water already, and I don't want to give those away.
Mess that up.
But I have my toothbrush in my kitchen drawer, like it's like my downstairs toothbrush, right? Yeah. And I have a bottle of Slim and Sassy like this. So just like how I feel like I want a little more On Guard on my toothbrush, I just spray, it's part water, right? It's not full strength. I just spray it on my toothbrush, because I found that something happens on my toothbrush that when it's on there, I feel like it really goes in my whole mouth.
That's awesome.
Anyway, and I'll do my tongue.
New technique, Angela. That's awesome.
Well, I tried doing the drops. I told you that. But when you drop, the oil kind of goes on the counter. Yeah.
Well, one thing I like about this is that it lays out this healthy weight plan.
Oh, I thought I brought those. I have them, but I haven't.
Like the capsules?
I haven't started them. They're in our to be started.
And it's one thing, I like doing the cleanse first and then coming here, because I feel like weight, they have to call this page exercise, but then we want to teach the weight plan, because doTERRA has so many good support products that way. But one of the oils that you brought today has been really instrumental in weight loss, this yarrow palm. So putting drops under the tongue, people are having incredible results. And one of the things they're finding is that some weight loss is really associated to hormones. And so that's where yarrow palm has really come in handy, is doing that. So we're having good results there. But have you tried the trim shake?
So we have the trim shake. The orange cream is our favorite.
Yeah.
Usually we'll do like vanilla with maybe like, some almond butter and a frozen banana and like that smoothie. It kind of mixes with that.
Yeah.
Or we'll just do the orange plus a drop of wild orange and just do like a orange popsicle smoothie
Yeah.
thing for that. So like that.
Awesome.
I got the Mito 2 Max. I've been wondering about this Deep Blue Complex. Does it do inside your body what the Deep Blue does on the outside of your body? I mean,
so it's
I don't know how it does that. It sounds great.
If you think about it, if we can turn down the inflammation inside of our body, then we don't have the same irritation or pain, right? So it's gonna bring down the aches and discomfort because it's going to muscles and joints and just bringing down the inflammation there. And that's what polyphenols do. It's an incredible formula. If I'm not having a lot of pain, I don't take that. But anytime I'm having shoulder pain, neck pain, back pain, anything, any pain anywhere, I'll when I'm taking my vitamins morning and night, I'm pulling for a Deep Blue Complex.
So what's the difference between this and Tri-Ease?
Tri-Ease.
Is that on a different page?
Yeah, but Tri-Ease is just all about like allergies and sensitivity.
Oh, okay. You know what I was thinking, right? Easy muscle movements.
Yeah.
So we do use our
Deep Blue fans.
Yeah, this is the one I keep by my bed. So at night, I'll do this on my neck, and I like it in the roller because I kind of crunch it into my pulse points a little bit, like a little mini massage.
Yeah.
And then I'll use that foam roller I told you about with the grid points and just kind of work that in. And I have found if I have a headache and I do Deep Blue rub, and I do an ice pack right there, like a frozen water bottle that sits right in there, it kind of activates the Deep Blue. Yeah. It makes it tingly.
Even tingle more.
And then I told you how my kids like a Deep Blue foot rub calf workout with the Deep Blue rub and the roller that has the pressure points on it.
That's awesome.
I told Mike that we need a massage table because everyone's getting their work done with Deep Blue.
I love it.
So he's like, great. Should we put that in the massage room? I said, that would be perfect.
Way to create.
Yeah.
Way to create. Any other questions here?
No, I'd always wondered out about Tri-Ease because I think there's other medicines out there for muscle relaxation or whatever called ease. So I didn't know that was allergies.
Yeah. That's you are a ninja product user. I just love to hear this and see.
So Deep Blue, we use that. We're on rest and manage stress. For Deep Blue, we use that for part of our nighttime routine, I said. For a while, Jasper was liking different oils for a foot rub with just coconut oil.
Yeah.
But he's been in cross country, and so his muscles are tight, and so he's switched to Deep Blue for now. I like how it fits on the bottom of your feet. I feel like sometimes I lay in bed and my feet are just a little bit tingly, and I like that. So I've been using the Magnolia for my like nighttime, because that has the, what's it called?
Linoleic acid.
Linoleic acid, and it has more than lavender, right? So I've been using that at night. I have used the Serenity caps before, and I'm out of those. So I need to get some more of those.
Can you tell what it does for
I
you?
love it.
That just creates just this deeper sleep, right? And if you can get that, it's like reformatting your hard drive every night.
I've been thinking about
your hard drive in your mind
before I get my new bottle, doing a couple nights with my Fitbit to see what my deep sleep is, and like then just for fun, right?
Yeah.
So Wild Orange
and Vetiver.
Because I don't know that I would ever think of orange at night because it's cheery for me. So
what was interesting there is we started finding there was some people that would just put drops of orange under their tongue and have an incredible night's sleep. So again, you got to pay attention to your body, and everybody's different. I can tell you're listening to your body in so many ways. So these are just some ideas, right? To open your mind.
But that's a new idea. And then my other one, I don't know if this guy's on a different page, but this is my, if I only could pick one oil, though this is becoming really close. You're a palm. But frankincense is my guy. And if I even feel a headache coming on, anytime, especially at night. If I feel like I might not get enough sleep tonight or I've had a long day, I just do my frankincense.
Awesome.
And when I was pregnant, I just get these really bad hormone headache, migraine things. And that's the last time I want to take pain medicine is when I have a baby inside me. And so one of my friends, this is like 7 years ago, told me what I do for my body. Like you said, everybody's different. I do the frankincense under my tongue, and then I do it just right in there. And then I repeat that every 15 minutes while I have deep blue rub on my neck with the ice pack. So kind of the combination. If I'm having a hard time, I'll put it on the bottom of my feet too.
How well is that working for you?
So good.
Got it.
I have a baby frankincense in my car, in my purse, everywhere. Because if I ever feel like I have a headache, even maybe starting, but maybe not, I just take it anyway. And then I just stop it.
Awesome.
Right?
Stop it in its tracks.
Yeah. And I figure it's frankincense. So like it's just helping something else in my body that needed it.
Well, if you think about it, those headaches are just the body saying, hey, I need help, you know, and you're giving it what it needs if it's going away. So for me, that's kind of part of my bedtime is if I ever feel like, do I need a little frankincense, you know, which I usually use that all the time. You were saying you're doing some bath salts?
I'm doing my bath salts, and I watched a video of a girl who did, she's in doTERRA. I'm sure you probably know her, Ann Peters.
Yeah.
She seems really cute.
Yeah.
And she likes to do 1 part Epsom salt, half a part baking soda, because the baking soda helps
absorption.
So that's my
combo
bath, whatever. And then I just pick, like, if I'm feeling like I need balance, or I was feeling Christmassy the other day. That's why I got my white fur out, which is now Siberian fur, right? So I did that. I was just about,
so amazing.
I told my husband I'm getting the new David Archuleta Christmas CD and put my holiday joy on it. Yeah. So I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah. For the bath, those are good choices. Balance, white fur. Putting holiday joy in your bathtub might light you up, right? So
I put Melaleuca in my bath sometimes too, because that's anti-inflammatory, right?
Yep. And antifungal, antiviral.
Yeah. Peppermint I like to do if I'm just soaking my feet in a little tub in the family room.
That tingly.
And then I scrub them. So I do that now. Yeah. And the whole house smells good.
Tell me what you're using for emotional balance out of the oils.
Okay, that's about everything.
Yeah.
So probably, I don't know if my little guy's here.
You've
my
said
rose.
A lot of.
So rose.
Yeah.
So I just like how rose and jasmine just period, even if they didn't do anything to help me. So they make me really happy. This is jasmine.
I know if you listen to that, right? They make me really happy. That's it. That's all we need.
I just meant even like just beyond any properties that they have, right? So I think I've read or heard that rose is just good for like emotional support, and I do that like right here on my heart if I feel like I've got something going on. But one thing that's kind of funny is I just use the oils that I'm like drawn to, and I don't think about it maybe like too much or more than I need to. So the other day, my husband walked through our bedroom that has all the oils on it, and I had used this oil, Forgive, and I just kind of left it like on top of the bedspread or something. I just tossed it down. And Forgive is one of my favorite ones, right? Is it kind of like woodsy, arborvitae something? I don't know.
Awesome combination.
So whatever's in it, I really am always drawn to it. Trees. It's the trees part. Yep. And he's like, man, is there something you want to talk about? I'm like, what? I don't know. I think I'm okay. What's going on? You know? And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure what's going on. I found this on the bed this morning, and I knew that's what you do is you use it and then you throw it down and you don't put it back in its spot right away, right? And I'm like, is there something that I can tell you're really upset at me because you're having to use Forgive to try to get over it? And I'm really, I just kind of like this. I said, if anything, I feel like on a daily basis, I'm kind of trying to forgive myself of my shortcomings as a parent, as a wife, as a daughter of God, right?
Yes.
So actually, I'm not upset at you at all, but thanks for reading my oils.
Thanks for reading my oils, not my mind. Right?
So
what a powerful tool, though, that you have that to reach for, right?
Yeah. And maybe if I am having a hard time, I can just toss that on his pillow.
Now you know how to
as a hint.
We need a combo.
Yeah.
Oh, I love these blends. I've
love
got
cheer,
that roller
peace.
set, and I just keep them in my purse, and they end up being just a good tool for me to grab whenever. Yesterday we had a split lip at our house, and it was like, we're going to use Console for a second while everyone's just calming down. So those emotional purposes, with those emotional blends are so awesome.
And I do like how if I know I'm having a feeling or an emotion, but I don't know because I haven't memorized what feeling or emotion each oil processes, I can just say, oh, I'm just needing a little peace right now. And I don't have to remember what the oil name is. I can just go for the name. So I do like that.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, forgive is descriptive enough that you can add your own intention to it and make the oil even more powerful. So reducing toxic load, I love that it just has the cleanse laid out for us right here.
So this is
we used to have
again.
To search it out.
Okay.
Yep. And you'll notice it starts with Terrazyme. That's because you got to make sure your bowels are moving before you start cleansing anything, right? If not, we start unloading a bunch of toxins and we get way more headaches and we'll start getting sick.
So the lifelong vitality is just kind of understood that you're doing that, and then these are the other supplements. Okay.
Correct.
So we're going to start with our Terrazyme and our lemon or tangerine, maybe.
Yep, perfect.
Okay, and then
Zendocrine is for your liver and your filtering organs.
So explain to me the difference, because we have these Zendocrine soft gels.
So this first one, that Zendocrine detoxification complex, that is an herbal one, and it's really good. It unlocks and cleans your liver and supports the endocrine system. This is kind of like, hey, we change the air filters in our home, but how often do we change the filters in our body? And this is going to help you change that out.
And then what's the difference between that and the soft gels?
So the next one is the oil itself. So Zendocrine, the oil, also comes in a soft gel, and you can just swallow that. And that's how I usually end up taking that.
Okay.
But, so these 3 at the top, you're going to end up taking all 30 days, but the first 10 days, you're going to take the Zendocrine soft gels to just really cleanse out the liver and move forward. Okay. And then we're going to move to the bowels after we've cleaned the liver out. We're going to go to the bowels and cleanse the intestinal tract with GX Assist.
We've never used that before. So.
Oh my gosh. It's one of my very favorites ever. Before doTERRA, I used to help a lot of people get pregnant, and a lot of people just reach their health goals. And one of the biggest things we found was that candida or yeast overgrowth in the body just kept people from reaching those things. And this GX Assist, at first we would make it in little capsules, hey, put 5 Melaleuca, 5 lemon, 5 oregano. So if you don't have GX Assist, you can make, and it'll be very similar to that. So you could put those together in there. I don't put 5 oregano anymore. I put 2 oregano. Okay. But this combination, this one also has caprylic acid, and it's wrapped up in coating that will make it all the way down to your intestines before it opens up. And then it's going to kill all the candida there. And then part of the lemon's job is just to wash it from the body, right?
And that one I'm taking with my meals.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that one's really strong on the bottom of your stomach. You don't want that hitting without some food there.
Okay.
And then you've got your PB Assist, right? Your probiotic. And you'll notice that that's coming in. Hey, we've come in, we've killed all the candida, and now we're going to replace that healthy flora after we've killed and wiped everything out. And then you're going to also add the DDR Prime, which is just really taking care of your cells, right? Repairing those. DDR Prime will help either, if there's a cell that has a problem, it'll help that cell die and move on, or it'll help just keep reproducing the regular healthy cells.
I just barely started taking that. So should I stop And then start again on page 21, on day 21, or?
You know, I take DDR Prime every day.
Okay.
I call it, we'll just keep this between us, but I call it my cancer prevention, right? This is taking care of my cell. Anytime that we say cellular care, cellular renewal, cellular da-da-da, this is all representative of what needs to happen. If we have cellular breakdown, we have immune disorders, we have cancer, we have all of these things, right? Just so you know that doTERRA lingo.
So when we're done with the cleanse, I mean, obviously we're going to keep taking what's working for us, right? But let's just say I want to say most people, are there any of these that you're not taking on a daily basis?
Yeah. So then I'm not taking the Zendecrine and I'm not taking the GX Assist.
Either of the Zendecrine.
No.
Okay.
And I really don't take the PB Assist every day, right?
Okay.
So for me, I'm taking my Lifelong Vitality.
But you are taking your Terrazyme.
These 3 across the top, and my Terrazyme and my DDR Prime.
Okay.
And then I really take my O2 Max pretty much every day for extra healthy energy. And then everything else, you know, I might do this cleanse once every quarter.
Okay.
I might do it twice a year. I might do it once a month if I need to do a lot of cleansing. But this GX and the PB Assist, those would be, you know, just key, and the Zendecrine would be key to a cleanse, but the other stuff I do on a regular basis.
Okay. We bought the Zendecrine. Maybe we should have bought the detoxification complex instead of the capsules, because I'd had an allergic reaction to a food, and I was just having really bad hives, and I couldn't get it out of my system.
Yeah.
So I was trying to think, like, what would help cleanse my system, and I should have got...
The herbal is really calming.
Okay.
The oil is really stimulating.
Okay.
This is why you start out with the herbal, and this is good to do all the way.
So if I ever have that happen again,
you'll know.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is more like reducing your toxic load by your self-care, right? Like we were talking about the toothpaste and, you know, skincare, even using the shampoo, thinking whenever I go someplace else, I notice how much perfume and fragrance and color is in everything else. And whatever I put on me is going in me. And so I think it's key to kind of remember that. So just detoxing with those choices.
So we love the toothpaste. I don't know if this is on here. I thought I was bringing it. Yeah. We are using the deodorant.
How do you like that?
Love it.
Amazing.
The Balance. And I've never used natural deodorant before because I sweat.
Yeah.
And I never wanted to be sweaty and smelly, even though I didn't want to.
It's not worth being smelly,
It just wasn't worth it. And so when they came out with the deodorant at convention a few weeks ago, I was like, whatever, but I'll try it. And so I did. And I feel like I sweat so much less and so much smelly than before I was using triple protection, whatever, right? So my husband uses it. I told you my 11-year-old uses it, and he thinks he smells like pine trees. And he had some kids at school say, "What is that smell? Can you guys smell that? It smells like pine trees." And he said, "I knew it was my underarms." But I didn't tell him that.
So cute.
So we really like it. Sometimes my 5-year-old will put it on just because he thinks he needs to be like everybody else. We have some extras of that deodorant because we cannot run out at all. And I started using the shampoo, and I really like it. And I will say that one reason I hadn't religiously used the shampoo before is because I thought it was really expensive, and I'm like, okay, I'm not paying this much for shampoo, right? Let's get real, people. But then when I looked at the pricing, if you get the combo packs or the big pumps, it's not even really expensive. And then if you're using your points, I mean, if you just look at it from a price thing, I'm not saying it doesn't have other benefits, but I was really like happily surprised.
Yeah, you feel really justified. And
I'm like, and I'm loving it.
I love the bigger pumps.
Yeah, I know you love those.
And that gives you a better deal, right? Because you're not having to pay for all the packaging and da-da-da. But then when you start thinking about, hey, I don't know, I really love my brain, right? And the stuff I put on my head, I don't mess around with. And I love that I can put that in and just know that I'm putting the purest stuff I can on me.
And it smells really good. Like it makes my shower happier. I've been
Shiny
using
hair.
I don't know what it's called. I think it's the hair gel.
Healthy Hold Glaze.
I like that a lot. Anyway, so
I like the root to tip serum. Like when my hair feels a little damaged,
I'll maybe like that. Summer swimming.
Kind of fun.
And I am excited to get the shampoo packs.
Yeah, to share.
Because usually I just don't love the shampoo at the hotel. And so I was excited. Well, I meant for me. I wanted to get the shampoo packs to travel with, right? So I was excited. I've got some products. I've got the scrub. I like that. I've used is it Virage? Is that how you say it? I've used that before. Of course, the serum's my favorite.
Yes.
But I really like how all the products smell. And I love frankincense. So I really love the serum because it does not have frankincense in it.
So good.
Anyway,
for those lines. You know, I have 7 kids, so sometime by the time I'm getting to bed, I'm forgetting those kind of things. I'm just happy to get my teeth brushed and get into bed. But I have noticed such a big difference with the serum, so it's totally worth it.
I love it. We are using On Guard. My kids call On Guard No Germs. Foaming hand soap because we're saying no germs, right? We haven't switched to the laundry soap yet, but we have switched to the cleaner concentrate. So, and I saw these cleaners, and you know, our friend Lyle, he likes to do the cleaner for the whiteboards at his office.
Oh, really?
And so I'm 99% sure he just does water with lemon.
Oh, yeah.
And then he sprays all the whiteboards in the whole office, and it cleans the whiteboards really well, and it smells so good. The whole office smells good.
That's a great idea.
This is the other thing that we do for face care is I just do Melaleuca in water, and then like we're kind of doing our own little astringent pads, right, with a cotton ball.
Fun.
So we just use that for toner, and that's what my 11-year-old uses as he's getting into pimple zone. So in the shower, he scrubs with the HD Clear foaming, and then at night he'll do this and the HD Clear. But the thing that we're really liking about the HD Clear, besides the chemicals or whatever, is he's a boy, so he's not really understanding like products on your face. That's a new thing. And so I bought him some at the store that was supposed to help, and he did not like how it smelled at all.
Oh, really?
I did not want to have a fight over pimples at 11 because we still have some years to go, right?
No, you're just trying to set them up for success.
I said, let's try the HD Clear. I didn't feel like it was very expensive compared to I've just been pimple ointment shopping. And he likes how it smells.
Awesome.
So he puts that on his trouble spots if he has any even popping up at night.
Awesome.
I usually have him do his nose all the time because that seems to be. And then is this something he can use, the Correct-X? We don't use this very much.
I would just think about this
for this like cut,
burn? But like say he's got a pimple that it's all, just he messed with it and whatever, and you need to heal it. You could put Correct-X on
this is more healing.
Yeah.
This is prevention.
Yep. That's kill the germs, prevention, get rid of something that's forming underneath the surface.
Okay.
So it never has to come up.
Okay.
But then the Correct-X is more just like, your healing ointment.
So like maybe keep this with our Band-Aid box in the kitchen. Okay.
That's exactly.
Because right now we keep a Melaleuca stick there, but we could do this.
Just a little tip for you. doTERRA has that the lip balms, whatever.
You're just excited for the lip gloss that's coming out tomorrow.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that.
I'm thinking about it.
But I like using a little bit, like sometimes if I'm away or on a plane or something like that and I just don't get enough water or I'm in really dry territory, I'll just put Correct-X on my lips. And it's so
because kids get really dry lips,
especially Utah winters or whatever.
It's really like a balm almost.
And we had our oldest, he had some burns, and what was interesting, we were using certain oils to help his burns, and then Correct-X came out after that, and it had all of the oils that we were using, and it was really it's an incredible ointment. power packed.
Oh,
right?
good. Okay. Good.
Hey, so last thing on this page, I want to challenge you because some of the other things we start using in our homes, like Windex or whatever, we get used to them. But these simple cleaners,
Do the same
if
thing.
you will just get
what's
some
in
of
the
those glass
stain
bottles,
remover?
it's
Vinegar
only
and lemon.
vinegar and lemon and water. And it's the best stain remover I have ever had. My mom was a big spray and wash fan,
Right.
whatever.
Shout, whatever.
Yep. And I love this one. And it's so natural. You don't have to spray it on something and then breathe or wash your hands off or anything. You're just in a good place.
Okay, so we've already talked about On Guard.
Been talking about all the informed self-care because you're just integrating that into all the parts of your life. And I love this page because it gives you just a quick overview. Hey, but you know how to use the app on your phone for answers. And how are you doing it using your book?
Good. We use our book everywhere. We took it on our trip and we our Essential Life book. And I had a cold sore, right? Is that a canker sore that it's called? Right in there. I had one of those. I looked it up, canker sore, and I was going to have Mike go buy me some like $20 super treatment at CVS. And I went in my book and it said On Guard. And at that moment, I just had the On Guard roller. So I thought, well, this isn't like full strength, but we'll give it a try.
Yeah.
So I just did this little guy at night. And by the morning, it was so much better. And like one day it was gone. I'm like, oh my goodness. And the canker sore medicine doesn't even taste good, right?
Oh, you're just like, I'm taking in all these chemicals right here. I can feel it.
Henry got a blister because he held his boogie board too tightly for so many days. So we looked that up, and I'm like, there's an oil for blisters? Like, because you can't really do anything for blisters much, right? I don't even know what it was, but we put it on, and we did it with a little Band-Aid at night. So much better, like 2 days to get that down. And then I broke my toe. Oh. So we looked that up, and that was helichrysum. How do you say that? Helichrysum. We did that. Because I remember Davidson's video from convention, which I thought was not true. Because it was really dramatic, right? And
is that a joke?
I texted Laria during convention and said, is this really happened? She's like, yes. And then she said, can you believe that he healed in 2 weeks? Oh. I'm like, so that's going on my toe. Yeah. And then the other ones were wintergreen that we had with us, right? Wintergreen. Yeah. And we didn't have birch with us, but I started using that at home. And so that helped.
Isn't it so cool that different oils can be used? So like, even if I take a pouch of 10 oils with me, I've really got something for whatever comes our way, and we're covered.
It might not be the top oil, but it's something.
Yeah. But I love that, how you're just like getting in there, getting dirty. And what happens is once you try it, right, then you know what works for you.
I'm like, we don't even have to look this up anymore. Yeah. We had one more thing, the broken toe, the blister, anyway, so it was.
I mean, but everything, all these things that you wouldn't even imagine, like my kids end up getting slivers, right? And you think,
there's an
they
oil
won't
for
let
slivers?
us get that. Yeah, that will totally help it come to the surface. And you just put a little bit of that
oil
and put it on the.
Do you have to look it up?
I think it's clove.
Oh, you love clove.
Yeah.
One of my kids got rash burn from the sand. Oh, that's what it was. So I did Melaleuca roll-on.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. See, because you got the roll-on. That's awesome. How did it feel?
Good, because it was so sensitive. I felt like it needed to be diluted a little bit, right?
Good choice.
Yeah.
So I would have done Balance that has a little bit of fractionated coconut oil in it, or the Melaleuca roll-on. Okay. So, diaper rash, whatever that is, you can just reach for Balance because it's already a little diluted, just like your roll-on.
And one of our girls on our line just told me she's ordering the baby kit. Oh. Because that's got diaper rash in it, right?
It does have diaper rash cream. I'm still getting used to it. Okay. But there's a lotion, there's a wash, there's a cream. Really yummy. So we've gotten a good overview of all of these ways that you can, up-level your wellness. And now we're kind of looking at this Customize Your Wellness Plan. And Angela, I have to tell you the truth. This was based off is it a McDonald's hamburger ordering?
Like a Happy Meal?
Hamburger ordering menu. And they basically are like, hey, which bun would you like? Hey, which meat would you like? Which topping would you like? Which veggies would you like, and this really just helps you kind of go across and look at each of these major areas of that wellness pyramid and say, which stuff do I want to bring into my life? So, this is a great place for you to see, oh, wait, I'm ready for that Terrazyme, and check that off on your list. And if you'll just review this for a minute, then we can go forward and be set.
Okay, well, I think Mike's ready to do the 30-day cleanse, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the products that we don't have for that are Terrazyme and PB Assist. And then, of course, our kids want to do everything we do, so we better get them the junior. We have these. How about if I circle if we already have it? And we have these, and we have our Lifelong Vitality. Awesome. And now we have these Mitomax and Deep Blue. And we use them. Yep. Oh, we do use Breathe in the diffusers if you're sick. Oh, yeah. Just pump that on you at night. We have Slim and Sassy. We have the Athlete's Kit. We love the Emotional Aromatherapy. We have Elevation, Citrus, Bliss, and Balance. We have the Aromatherapy Touch. We love our diffuser, right? And I'm out of Serenity. So I'll mark that. Okay. And
you needed the soft gels too, right?
Yeah, I meant the soft gels. Sorry.
Okay, great.
We have the regular. And then we are always using lemon and tangerine. We have not started the laundry soap. I'm ready for my Virage. Is that how you say that? Yep. Treat. That was like a treat skincare. We have these toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner. So this is the Cleanse and Restore Kit. So really can you just talk to us about, I looked this up online and it seemed like every time we bought our box of vitamins, we could buy 3 additional healthy pot products for $20 each.
I'm glad you asked that, because we're going to go forward a couple pages right here to answer that question. So your last spread of this on page 18, it shows you, with the LRP program, when you buy the Lifelong Vitality
So this is 1 month,
pack,
right? So every month, okay.
Then you can choose up to 3 additional supplements at regular prices, at reduced prices. Sorry. So if you look across this is significant savings. Look at that.
It's only $20, right? So I was thinking that every month we get 3 for $20, even if it's not the one that we need, because we might be needing it for the next month, right? Like we might have a season where we're not taking Deep Blue every day or whatever, because some of these it seemed like you might take them every day, and then some of them it seemed like you might take as needed.
This is really where I buy my additional supplements. These other supplements, I end up, I'm not usually getting these first 2 because those are in the Lifelong Vitality pack.
That's what confused
for example,
me. So those are for people.
But let's say that you've got your boy taking those and he wants to take these, and so you want an additional of those instead of these. Does that make sense? Then that's enough for all 3 of you for a month,
Okay. That's the part I was just trying to understand.
Makes sense.
I'm like, I thought those were in the box. Yeah. So the only one that's not in the box is Alpha CRS.
Right. And Alpha CRS, they don't have that available for the cheaper price because that costs them so much.
Okay.
So make sure you get the Lifelong Vitality.
Okay. I thought this was in my box. Why is it separate? Okay, good. So that helps me.
But I totally agree. Just stock up in that way. And every time, usually monthly, I'm getting my Lifelong Vitality, and then I'm pretty regular on my Mito 2 Max, so I usually need that, and my Terrazyme, I never fail. So that, to me, I can get that for $79.50 plus 20, which is $99.50 plus 20. So I'm at $119 for all I need nutritionally to just set me up. I have people asking me all the time, my neighborhood, my church, they're just like, how do you have the energy that you do? And I'm like, cost me $119 a month, and I triple and double what I do because of it. Right. So
I'll just take some time to write that out.
Okay? Yeah. And this is great because we have the things marked down that you are needing to hone in on. So now we drop into the wellness consult.
Okay.
And everything about this wellness consult is just to get you ready to reach your wellness goals, right? So you've been using the Essential Life app. So I just like to have this, and you can refer to this. So I'm going to let you drive. I'm going to let you write.
And then is it possible when you're doing your consult with somebody else that you would ask them this top priorities at the beginning? Or
you totally could. Usually this part, everything before this, it's almost like flashing through a little magazine. You just flash through it really fast.
Oh, okay. We talked a lot about.
But it's okay because it helped me know where you were at and how to help you go to the next level. So it's perfect. But most people, you'll get right to this within the first few minutes, and then you're looking for the health priority. So if you were to say, let's just do one health priority.
Okay. So I'm going to just do rest because I think I was a 2 on that.
Okay. So what's your 90-day goal?
So rest and sleep.
Rest.
Well, I'm going to start wearing my Fitbit to actually track it, right? Because I
have some accountability.
Yeah, a little accountability. And I'm on the reality program.
Yes.
So if I actually get a whole entire 7 hours, I'm going to be feeling really good about that.
I like
and
that.
Like in my dream day, it's 8, right?
Yeah.
That's my stretch goal. So I'm going to get back on my Serenity caps for the deeper sleep.
Exactly.
Yep. And then
what are you going to do to help like tone it down at night?
I feel like I'm doing everything because I'm doing my Magnolia roll-on and my Deep Blue. I just need to back our whole bedtime routine up.
Okay.
Right?
Great.
So
Good call.
Start earlier.
Look at how powerful. People have all the answers within them. All you have to do is ask that question. And so then what we're going to do,
look like?
I love that. So then we would go through a couple more priorities, and then we would just fit it into your schedule, into your day. So you'll notice right down here across the bottom, these are the daily wellness habits that are outlined. These are the ones Dr. Hill recommended, right? So they're all right here. So you can just check those if those are what you want. But we're going to drop in, the Serenity gel caps, those are coming in the evening. And so since that's my first priority, you're just going to write Serenity gel caps right there.
Okay.
And then we might want, our next priority, we're going to write any product that we're using to support that in the second line, and then the third line for our third priority.
Oh, okay.
And then, you already mentioned, I want to start earlier. This is really important because, we can take all the wellness products we want, but if we just keep making the same choices, we're going to end up getting the same results, right? So I love that. You're going to start earlier and like, I'm going to do this or that. These are key times for you to just be a friend and an accountability partner for the person that you're sitting with. We call it wellness advocate, right? Because we're an advocate for our wellness and their wellness.
So you're texting me every once in a while at 8 and saying, I hope you got your Serenity gel caps in.
How's your night?
Start your bedtime routine.
But I can ask a question like this to anyone, right? She's using the pens here, and I'm saying, what other wellness choices could support your goals, Angela?
I'm really excited to start the cleanse, which we didn't list yet, but just
but maybe that's your next priority, you know. And then so you've got that cleanse in, and you're going to build that into your life. And then I want you to, now we know which things you need, and we would just say, Angela, okay, of all those things, which things are your first priorities? Then we'd get this on the month 1 LRP list. Maybe we total the PVs so we can start, shaping this, right? So if we're spending the majority of time right here, then we can shape this, and they've got the next 3 months LRP all worked out, and they know where to go.
So I might say I can only spend this much.
Yep.
And you say great.
And most of the time I'm targeting 125 right here. And some people will be a little bit different, but you'll see right here, we're creating a 90-day wellness plan. And it's recommended that you run them between the 5th and the 15th. So you're getting your product of the month.
Perfect.
And
which was lemon this month.
So
which
awesome.
Is perfect.
So we've really gone through. So then you wrap that up, and you've got this getting started part just in case somebody doesn't have a book. This is a nice reference, right?
Oh, okay.
But then on LRP, I want to make sure we could set up your LRP right now.
Okay.
And have you be setting it up.
Just do it right then on the computer.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, can I help you set up your LRP? Let's just go through this. And then they have no questions. It's easy. You can see how it is, and they're good to go. And I always like to show them, hey, this is where you're going to redeem your points. This is what you're going to push to redeem your points. But these LRP FAQs really help people answer a lot of questions. So then we would say, hey, what questions do you have about LRP? And answer.
So one question I have is, we have the Natural Solutions Kit, which is at the 15% starting
You started
to
out there.
earn. If we decided we really just need the Every Oil Kit because we're using so many oils, if you buy it after you enroll, I think Every Oil puts you at like 20%.
Yep.
Does it automatically bump you, or that's just when you first start?
I think you could ask customer service for that, but it's not a normal thing.
Okay. But I just thought it's possible that people get in and think, I should have just bought a bigger kit, and the kits are such a good discount.
Yep, it is. It's, that whole button under wholesale pricing. So there's some significant savings. So just go, if you're in a situation like that, talk to them.
Okay.
And then you'll be going up either way. Every 3 months, you're going up 5%.
No, I'm really excited about 30.
Until you're maxing at that 30. I love the 30, right? Christmas is coming up. I'm going to go in and cash it in and give some amazing gifts. Okay, this bottom part right here, super powerful, essential tips. This is at the very end. These are a lot of the things that we would love to go over in a class, but it doesn't usually happen in that beginning 1 hour class, and people aren't quite ready for it. So you might go over these with someone just so they know. And a lot of these we've already talked about, right? But if you want to increase the benefits and promote rapid absorption, you can use massage or use like a hot pack to take it deeper.
Or maybe I found out that they're going to buy oregano. And I'm like, let me just give you a little caution. Exactly. That guy's hot.
Exactly. Let's go over these safety warnings, Hey, they're going down to Hawaii. Let me just remind you, you can use your green mandarin, but no other citruses on the skin that's going to see the sunshine, right? Teach them about diluting, keeping away from eyes, nose, and ears. A lot of people didn't know this for a long time, It's summertime. They keep all their oils in their car and
their windowsill in the kitchen. Right.
Just keep it help it avoid extreme temperatures or direct sunlight. That's why they use the amber bottles.
Right.
And use glass containers, just like I was saying, just like you've got for your little, squirters, right? Then we don't have it breaking down that. But I love this last one. Very potent. Use smaller amounts more frequently for best results. You don't need a ton. It's amazing.
Perfect.
So here on the back, I love this. It's just the learn more section. Then we would put your details right here, so your member number and password at all times, and you just have this to refer to. And then we go into, hey, look, this is where you can learn more about how to use the product, right? There's this whole Empowered Life series. I don't know if you've seen them. They're amazing videos that are incredible on how to use the products. The doTERRA Daily Drop app will send little teeny short videos to your phone and give you little reminders. Some people just watch it whenever they have a couple minutes in the bathroom, and then you're going to start getting the Living magazine that you can read that, and you'll get that every quarter. So great ideas there, but you can also visit the blog online. And isn't this cool, all the ways that doTERRA still gives us to learn, right? Make sure you've got that reference guide, or who you're meeting with has a reference guide. And then you've got all the details. Make sure they know your details, maybe your upline's details in case you're not available.
Okay.
And then if you have a Facebook group, this is when you're going to tell them, hey, here's the address for the Facebook group. And, there's a Utah County event tomorrow night in Sandy. Let me tell you about that. Or there's this training this next weekend. Let me tell you about that. And they're able to capture this here, and it gives us just this trigger and reminder.
I like how it has team call.
Yeah.
So if I said, hey, would you maybe be interested in joining our team? And they're like, well, I don't know. I can say, well, this is when our team call is. So if you want to hop on Zoom and just check it out.
It's awesome.
Just see what's going on.
Right. This can help people. If they just want to use the product, it can help expose them to some of the other options.
And we're doing 10 minutes of training in the Zoom call, so they're getting that.
Love it. And here, as we close, we just go into every bottle makes a difference, right? Everything that you're bringing into your home is making a difference for you, but it's also making a difference in the world because of doTERRA's co-impact methods of getting the oils. And now that you're living a higher wellness lifestyle, are you interested in sharing with those that you love?
Yes.
Or would you also like to build an income and make a difference?
Yes.
And these are just set up for you so you can just make those invitations, and they give you good, strong words. You don't have to think about coming up with something better, but right here is our fork, right? If they want to share, we're going to help them get the share guide and talk through that. If they want to build a business, we're going to help them get the build guide and talk through those options. And depending on your timeline, you could do it right then. Maybe you've made it through this in 20 minutes and you're ready to hop in. You can go to the next level. But maybe it's taken an hour and you need to split and you guys get back together or get on a Zoom call to go to share or build.
And possibly you're, even if you can't go over it at that time, you might be leaving this with them.
You could totally leave it with them. They can start prepping. You can talk on the phone and go through things together, basically. You're just there to set them up for success, and every person is choosing into what they want, and you're going to just support them in that process.
Well, the thing I liked is I've been really nervous or just kind of dreading doing one-on-one lifestyle overviews because I don't know if I felt like it was kind of too personal or just weird or what.
Isn't it so simple?
But it's so easy and it's not weird or anything. So thank you for changing my mind.
Thank you. You know, I think this is what we do naturally with people, right? Because of the things we love to share.
It's like going to lunch with your friends. Yeah. And I mean, could you even just go to lunch and say, hey, let's go to lunch and do this? Because that feels really natural to me.
Because you don't have to have all the products. You could just have the live guide and go through it and have that be your intention during your time together.
Okay, perfect.
So we're so excited for you to do lots of lifestyle overviews so you can help people live a better lifestyle. You've got tools, you've got keys, and we're so happy that you're empowered with it. So just share the love. Again, if you don't want to do them individually, you can do a group Zoom call and you got it navigated, but here you are, empowered. Love you.